Hello students, today we will start the fourth part, which is accounting treatment of accumulated profits and losses or general reserve or funds, different kind of funds. Whenever a new partner is admitted, he becomes a partner and he becomes shared owner of every asset and liabilities of the company. So automatically he becomes a shareholder in reserve funds of the partnership firm also. But that is reserve fund is always taken out of the profit and loss account, and you know it is a part of profit. It is a fund which is created out of profit. So these are the profits which have been earned by the old partners. So these funds are shared before the new partners comes in to the firm by the old partners. So old partners distribute the general reserve or profit and loss among themselves before new partner comes. So let's see what are the accounting treatments. So any fund, general reserve, reserve fund, profit and loss account standing in the credit of the balance sheet, old balance sheet, workmen compensation reserve or fund account, investment fluctuation reserve fund account, contingent reserve fund account, any such reserve account or fund if you see, even if the question is silent about instructions towards distribution of accumulated profit or losses or general reserve, you must do the same. You have to distribute it between the old partners in the old ratio. Always remember that this will be transferred in the old ratio. Now if any fictitious asset, these uh, all the funds, general reserve, profit and loss account, workman compensation, all those have credit balance and stand in liability. Now if the similar thing, that is fictitious assets or accumulated losses, is mentioned in the asset side of the old balance sheet, then similarly that has also to be distributed, because new partner will also not accept the losses which were accumulated by old partners. So these losses or fictitious assets will also be distributed among old partners in old ratio. So in this case what will happen, old partners capital account will be debited instead of being credited, and profit and loss account and to advertisement suspense account will be credited. Sometimes partners agree that in general reserve fund the same amount will be mentioned or general reserve fund will be maintained as it was. Then what happens, in that case general reserve is again created by debiting all partners capital account. That means general reserve account debit to old partners capital account, that is the first entry, which is regarding distribution of old general reserve into old partners in old ratio before the new partner has come. And again all partners capital, because this time when general reserve will be created, it will be created out of the profits or from the capital of all partners. All partners will share it. So all partners capital, suppose AB was the were old partners and C is the new partner, then A, B, C, all three partners capital will be debited in new ratio, which they will share from now on in the firm to general reserve account. That means by debiting, general reserve account will be created. Now let's see an illustration. Like Goyal and Bansal were partners in the firm, sharing profit and losses in the ratio 5:3. Gupta admitted for one third share in the profit on the date of Gupta's admission. The balance sheet of Goyal and Bansal showed a general reserve of 1,20,000 and balance of 40,000 in PL account. Shown on the asset side of the balance sheet, past necessary general entries for the treatment of of these items on Gupta's admission. So let's see what will be the journal entries. So first entry will be regarding distribution of general reserve. So general reserve has a credit balance. Whenever we want to write off any account, we have to just do opposite of its balance. So general reserve debited to Goyal's capital and to Bansal's capital. That means old partners. And remember that these amounts will go into the old partner's capital account. Whenever old partner and new partner capital account will be drawn later on, we will see. So you must remember this will go to the old partner's capital. So 1,20,000 will be distributed in the ratio of 5:3. So we will get 75,000. That means 1,20,000 into 5 by 8. That means 75,000. And in case of Bansal, it will be 1,20,000 into 3 by 8. So we will always get 75,000 and 45,000 in the ratio of 5:3. This will be distributed in the old ratio, remember. And the narration being the general reserve transferred to old partners capital account in the old ratio. So this is the first journal entry which was required to distribute general reserve. Now see, second one is that fictitious assets or profit and loss debit balance with accumulated losses. So remember that if losses are to be transferred to capital account, that will decrease the partner's capital account's balance. So what is the natural balance of capital account? Credit. So it must be debited. So Goyal capital account will be debited. Bansal capital account will be debited. Old partner's capital, that means old partner's capital is debited, being debited, and again the amount of 40,000 will be distributed in the ratio of 5:3. So 25,000 and loss account was debit balance and we want to write it off, so we have to credit it. So why profit and loss account? Anyhow you make it remember yourself that which one to debit and which one to credit. When there is a credit balance of profit and loss account, it creates confusion sometimes, but if once you hold the concept, it will become easier for you. Now see the narration being the debit balance of profit and loss account transferred to old partners capital account in old ratio. So these are the two journal entries which shows how general reserve or any reserve fund will be treated and how any fictitious assets or a thing which is having a debit balance will be treated at the time of admission of a partner. Hope you understood. Thanks.